Hey, good morning, college football fans, Clemson Tiger fans. I am traveling on this super rainy Tuesday morning, so I thought I'd come on here and talk to you guys for a little bit while I travel for work. But I was listening to a little bit in the car. I watch Clemson Sports Talk on YouTube. Swanee, he's got a radio show down in South Carolina called Shaking the Southland, the show that shakes the Southland. And he broadcasts it on YouTube, so I'll go there and rewatch it from time to time. And he had a segment that I was watching this morning. I think it was from yesterday afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. But he ended the show with kind of a segment talking about, you know, some coaches like Robbie Caldwell that could be coming to the end of their life cycle as coaches, and maybe the game has passed them by and stuff like that. And then he went into something that I really want to talk about, which is the fact that if you would have presented a Clemson fan with a contract 10 years ago that said you will go on to win 7 ACC championships, you will win 2 national championships in the next 10 years, they would have took it 100 times out of 100. And while that may be a fair assessment, obviously there's probably 100 plus fan bases right now that would take that contract without question. That does not change the fact that the reason Clemson fans are so upset right now is because the standard 10, 11, 12 years ago is not the standard that today is. So you can't do this revisionist history and be like, well, you know, maybe Clemson's just having a down year, and, you know, maybe we should give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying we blow the whole thing up and fire all the coaches, including Dabo Swinney, and, you know, start over tomorrow. No one's saying that. But I think what most common sense and rational Clemson fans are saying is that it's apparent that changes need to be made. And I'll say changes need to be made for a few reasons, okay? The money coming into Clemson hasn't changed. We are on par with any college football program in the nation when it comes to facilities, when it comes to the ability to pay our coaches and our assistant coaches. Mind you, we have 2 of the top paid assistant coaches in our defensive and offensive coordinators in the country, as well as our head coach. So clearly money's not an issue. Clearly facilities aren't an issue. And clearly talent is not an issue, because we have consistently recruited in the top 10 for 10 plus years now. Or however long, it's 5 plus years now, however long it's been that we've been recruiting in the top 10. A lot of times that has been the top 5. Okay? So if talent is not an issue, money is not an issue, facilities are not an issue, then we have other problems that need to be addressed. Is that on the coaching staff? Maybe. Some would point to Robbie Caldwell, the offensive line coach, that has yet to put together an offensive line that is truly elite. And at a place like Clemson, where they're located in the recruiting bed, that's unacceptable. We should be bringing in better offensive linemen. And if he's missing on offensive linemen, well, that means we have an evaluation problem on the offensive line. Going into DJ, he is struggling. I mean, this guy, his 2 games last year, stepping in for Trevor Lawrence when he had COVID, are almost better than his 7 games this year, which is crazy. But it's the truth. He's got, I think, like, I mean, I don't even know what it's at this point. He's dang near even in in touchdown passes and interceptions, and we're going into, I think we're going into the Florida State game, which will be the 8th game of the season, I believe, and it's just not good. That needs to be looked at. Offensive play calling, while it hasn't been terrible, it's not been good either. It's been unimaginative. It hasn't been really innovative. We kind of do what we do. I still, for the life of me, cannot understand why we will not throw the ball across the middle. Why do we not run routes going across the middle? Do we not have a receiver that is willing to run across the middle? Are they scared to get hit? Can DJ not throw the ball across the middle? What is it? Because I see these other teams, and they're throwing the ball across the middle all the time, and they're having success, yet all we do is throw routes to the sideline, which are typically smaller windows, require more touch, more precision, especially when you're throwing those jump balls, which seems to be something that DJ has really been struggling with. So why are we not throwing balls across the middle? I don't know. It really doesn't make sense to me. Why do we not start running routes across the middle on every single passing play? I don't know. We did have that one seam route against Pitt that inexplicably got dropped by Shipley, but whatever. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we're just not looking good right now, and I'm tired of hearing the narrative that this is just a down season and Clemson fans need to relax, tamper expectations. No, we don't need to tamper our expectations. Our expectations are this high because Dabo Swinney and the rest of the Clemson staff and the rest of the Clemson team has made this the standard. The standard is that we compete for the playoffs every year. We compete for ACC championships, and we compete for national championships. That is the standard at Clemson now. If the current coaching staff and current situation can't deal with that, then Dabo Swinney needs to make the necessary changes to where that is the case, because he's always preached that best is the standard. The best is yet to come, so on and so forth. So all Clemson fans are doing right now is holding Dabo Swinney to the standard that he set at Clemson. And I understand it's been a rough year. I understand that Clemson is riddled with injuries right now. We can understand that this year is not going to be the same as years in the past that we've been used to. But what I won't sit here and accept is that no changes need to be made, which has kind of been Dabo's mantra in his press conferences, that he believes in his staff and he knows what kind of character they have. He knows how hard they work. Look, just because you're working hard doesn't mean that you should be in the position that you're working. I'm not saying they don't care. I'm not saying they don't want to be better. But if they're not getting the job done, then changes need to be made. And I honestly believe changes need to be made this offseason. I don't think Clemson puts it together this season, which at this point, it is what it is. We've already lost quite a few games. We've already, worked ourselves out of even the chance of seeing or sniffing the ACC championship game, which it's fine. Look, it was eventually going to happen. We were going to miss the ACC championship. We can't win it from now until forever. But I truly believe that the changes that Dabo Swinney decides to make in this offseason will answer one question, and it's one very important question, guys. Will this season be a one-year hiccup on Clemson and Dabo Swinney's resume, or will this be the start of the downward trend of the Clemson Tigers? Personally, I think it'll be a one-year hiccup. I don't think Dabo built this program from the ground up just to see it fall and to tear it down. So I think he will make the necessary changes. I truly believe that, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, Tiger Paul Craven coming back at you with another one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Tiger Paul out.